So this is a great question, and I think it's an aspect of horse training or sending your horse away to a professional that often gets overlooked. So for me, I don't accept any horses in, whether it's colt starting, horses adopted in from the wild, horses in, like in Ringo's case, for re-education, rehabilitation, and so on, or horses just furthering their education without the owners participating. I think it is crucial, and it's truly unfair to the horse if the owners are not on the same page and aligned in how things have been done with the training and re-education. And so what happens is when the horses first arrive, usually the first week is like the assessment week. And so as I go through things with the horses, I'm looking to see what are the holes or potential defensiveness in the horse's education, and it gives me a starting place as to where I need to or how I can best approach helping these horses. And then I give owners weekly updates, so in-depth emails plus videos plus pictures every single week. I mail them out, so I find it helps people in the future kind of have a reference where they can go back and revisit the horse's education, or revisit areas where the horse was maybe a bit troubled or struggling, and how I help the horse work through them. And then as the horse progresses, depending on the individual horse and depending on the owner's skill set, then we wind up working with the three of us together. And this is, it creates such a great opportunity because the owners have already been kept in the loop from the emails, so they're learning the lingo, they're learning the things that I'm looking for, prioritizing, addressing, valuing. They're recognizing patterns or holes in their horse's education that we really need to make a point of following through so that we can create long-term changes. So it just gives like them kind of a jump start before we're starting our in-person learning opportunities. And then from there, it really is about starting to, I'm going to say, rebuild or create a new relationship between the owner and their horse. So whether they've had the horse a long time, whether it's a newer to them horse, it doesn't really matter. It's like a reset for them to kind of get to know each other now that the horse has learned these skills and its confidence has increased, the mental availability towards the human and communication has increased, and so on. And then it really is a great learning place for the human to recognize, maybe based on their previous training experiences or traditional lessons or things that they've been taught in the past, whether it was this horse or other horses, or maybe there's holes in their understanding, there's a lack of understanding, there's a lack of skills, maybe they have their own patterns that they don't even realize they're doing in their unintentional communication to the horse. So it allows me to help the horse and the human in real time create the foundation to build their own relationship so that they can continue forward with all the work that I've put in with their horse prior to their participation. So, and then of course there's always follow-up, and of course with my long distance coaching, I can wind up helping people, as new things come up, as they're, creating a bigger world for their horse or reintroducing their horse to things and so on. If they're struggling or having any issues, I'm there for ongoing support. So I think this is an overlooked aspect where there's a lot of trainers who are happy to work with the horse, but they don't really want to deal with the client. But the reality is, if the client isn't on the same page, the joke that we say is, it takes me 6 hours to fix, which takes, the owner 6 minutes to wreck. So it really is crucial that everybody's speaking the same language, everyone has the same priorities, values, goals, how they want to approach things, and that way you can help that horse maintain its success in the long term and long run without feeling like everything's just going out the window.